the cheque was nice enough to last me at least 12 months.
Wow.
If I do anything, which was really, really good money. And my wife had a good job at the time too. She was working at Bank SA. So I went off to become a marketing consultant. And as a marketing consultant, my old boss called me and he said, I've got a friend of mine who owns a company called Bickford's. And I remember it when I used to work for Nestle. I used to delete it off the shelf. The iced coffee mix would be in the coffee section, and you'd delete it. And I sort of felt, ooh, this is going to be pretty hard. And David said, that was David Porter, my boss, said, go and have a look at it and I'll introduce you to a man called Guy Lloyd, who owned the company. And I went out to the shelf and I could see the Schweppes guys had put it on the bottom left-hand corner, lime juice cordial, and the iced coffee mixers on the top right. And it was like in SA, but no one could delete it. No one could ever get rid of it. And I had a look at the numbers and the numbers weren't good. And I went to Guy and he said, what do you think of this, Angelo? It's a great business because you just bought it out of receivership. And at that time, it turned over 1.2 million. It lost 600,000. And I said, he said, what advice do you give me? I said, shut the doors and sell the brand. Then at the Schweppes, because if they get it, they'll pay you for it. And Guy had said at the time, he said, I've never lost at anything in my life. I'm not going to start now. Do you want a job? And I said, well, I will, but if you give me some equity. And he said, well, how about we do a deal? And I said, well, I'm happy to do a deal. And I said, well, okay, I'll get involved if I can buy the family out. And that was in 1992. And we ended up buying the business in 1999. So if it wasn't for Guy and Adele, I wouldn't be where I am now.